let's go ahead and introduce yourself.
So my name is Suzette Berkhalter, and I'm a realtor here at Keller Williams Advantage 3 in Lake Nona.
Awesome. All right, so I always like to start a little bit about learning your background, maybe what you did before real estate or anything else about your background. I'd love to learn that.
Sure. So I was born in Puerto Rico. I am an Army brat, so I've lived everywhere, which I attribute to being who I am today, because I was always the new girl. So that's a little bit about who I am in personality-wise. Before I got into real estate, I was a legal assistant and paralegal, and then I had babies, and the last attorney that I worked for, he was a corporate attorney, so I learned the title aspect of real estate, and then I decided, listen, I could do this. I could, be a mom and sell real estate, so that's what made me get into real estate.
Yes, I love it. So tell me a little bit about, you mentioned that kind of moving around and you were used to being the new girl. Mm-hmm. How do you think that has changed and or helped the way that you meet people and do real estate?
I mean, I always tell people this all the time. When you grow up in the military, moving around all the time, you're one of two people. You're either super shy because, again, you're the new person, or you're super outgoing because you are the new person and you want to make friends. So I think that, in this business, you always have to be meeting new people. So I attribute being an Army brat a lot to being able to be successful in this business, because you have to be like, hi, you want to buy? You want to sell? You want to talk about real estate? What do you want to do?
Yes, and this is you are so big in social media, and I want to talk a little bit about that as well, because you are you. This is what I love about you, is what you see is what you get, and you're not afraid to put it out there on social media, which is so cool. So talking about that little niche that you have in social media, where did that come from? When did you decide, this is kind of going to be my thing?
Good question. I don't know when I decided. I think I've always enjoyed social media, and I'm not really afraid, to be me, right? And that's the thing, is that I connected with other people that were themselves. So I was like, whatever, I'm going to try it. And, video is all the craze now, and definitely where social media is going to. So thanks to Clubhouse, another social media platform, they, all the chat rooms were about video and about social media, and how that's, one of the things that us as realtors should really be focused on. So I don't know when I started. I think I used to play with it, and then I realized, there's other realtors that are getting business from this. Well, all other types of businesses that are getting business from social media. Why not me? So, and people want to work with people that they know, they like, and they trust. So that's why my social media is who I am as a person, who I am as a mom, who I am as a realtor, so that people don't just look at my pages as just real estate. They're going to know that I like to drink wine. They're going to know that I like to exercise. They're going to know that I got 2 little girls. So, yeah.
Yes. Well, speaking of that, because that's one of the things, like you said, being real and being a mom and having a big career. And I'm going to sing her praises, because you've had huge growth in the last year, and you had a baby, and then all of a sudden, your business exploded as well. You were able to figure that out. What do you think, or what kind of tips can you give to make that work, to make that happen, to build a big, successful business and be an amazing wife and amazing mom? Talk about that a little bit.
Know that there is no such thing as balance. There is a word called counterbalance that I'm still learning. I think that it is very difficult, and to be honest, I'm just still learning. I have a drive that I want my little girls to watch me succeed, so that they are independent and so that they are successful. And although it's difficult, because to have a successful business, I have to be away from them more than I would prefer, I know ultimately when they're older that they are going to look back and be like, mommy worked hard, I'm going to work hard. And that's really important to me. So that's what I kind of keep in the back of my mind. And then also, I just take them with me, right? So if I have to go on a showing, I call them both my little assistants, and sometimes it works out really great, and sometimes it's really, really hard. But I just try to integrate them as much as I can as well.
Yes. So it's so true. Like you said, you just make it work. Some days it doesn't work. Some days it doesn't. Or
a lot of times,
and you just roll with it, right? Yeah. And what you found, and I found this, and I bet you find this too, is a lot of customers are cool with it. They get it. They're like, okay, all I care about is that you do those things for us. Show us a property, negotiate. It's okay if you have people, little people screaming in the background, or hey, they're running around the house. They just want you to be you, and they hired you for a reason, and that's a great thing. And so they just roll with it. So sometimes they have this perception of, I'm not professional. What do you think about that?
I think it's all about setting expectations, and I think your vibe attracts your tribe. So a lot of the people that I work with are people that have kids as well, so they understand. And then if not, again, they know who I am from the beginning, so they know I have kids. So when I'm like, hey, You want me to call you at 6? No problem. If they're screaming kids in the back, I'm sorry now, and they're fine, you know? So again, I think it's also about setting the expectations and
Yes.
yeah, them just knowing from the get-go.
Well, we are, so blessed to have you at our Keller Williams Lake Nona family. What brought you here to this market center?
So originally location, I knew that I wanted to be, well, I didn't know actually that I wanted to be with Keller Williams. But I did live in the area, and one of my girlfriends works for Keller Williams in another state. So she kind of pushed Keller Williams on me a little bit. And then sure enough, I came and I met with Dave Chubb, who was the team leader at the time. And he, talked to me about the culture, talked to me about the technology, talked to me about the training, and then just the values of the office, God, family, business, and that's super aligned with my values as a person as well. So right away, I got licensed. This was the first place that I interviewed, and I've been here ever since.
Yes. Okay, perfect. So let's have some fun. I'm going to ask you 5 quick questions.
Okay.
You worked to give me 5 quick answers, and I did not tell her what I was going to ask. So let's have some fun. Ready? Here we go. I promise they'll be fun.
Okay.
Okay. Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok? TikTok. You have to lose 2. Which 2 are you losing? Facebook, Insta, or Tik?
Facebook and TikTok. Only because Instagram is like my baby. That's what I've been nurturing, and those are my people for now.
Okay, got it. You're on a desert island. You already have water. You have one more choice. Coffee, vodka, or brownies?
Vodka.
All day long, all day long. Okay, what was your dream job at age 10?
I wanted to be a lawyer.
Lawyer.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Pick one. Heels, flip-flops, or tennis shoes?
Ooh. Flip-flops or sandals? Sandals.
Sandals. Wasn't a choice, but I'll go.
It's like in the genre, right? Like flip-flops, sandals, everything. Okay.
You do what you want. All right, one more. Time machine. What decade are you going back to, or would you stay in this decade?
Ooh. I don't know. I love me some 90s music. I might go back to the 90s.
Yes, we got the neon. Yeah. There we go. All right. Thank you so much for spending time with us. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that and got to know Suzette a little bit better.
Thanks,
Thank you.
guys.
Bye.